better. The other thing that I've seen with Trout, and it's great, and that's why I wanted Jermel and Jamal and Justin DeLoach to work out with us today, because there's one thing that they all have in common, other than it seems like everybody's in the same weight division, but all these guys go 100%. And I remember when I first met Trout and I got to do, obviously a one-on-one with him, I saw that right off the bat. And the first thing I thought about, I got 3 other fighters and maybe a couple other ones that are not in town right now, but I was like, they give me 100% every single time. And not saying that they don't have to question things or ask why we're doing things. That's fine and dandy, but they give me 100%. And I thought, man, this would be a perfect fit. I don't care what anybody says, conflict of interest, they're in the same width of it. I don't care. That's going to work itself out later on. Let's cross that bridge later on. But I said, this is a good setting for these guys. And I remember we did the first run, and then you got the young Justin DeLoach trying to get out there in the front, just like a typical rookie, But it was good. It was good for him. It was great for him. And then Ma was like, oh man, I'm the one who's up and coming right now. I'm gonna get it the next day. He picks it up. And then you got the veteran, long-haired Jermel. He's like, no, I'm not gonna let this happen. I'm 22-0. I got to do. And that's what you want. And it's kind of like we did outside. It was. Don't get me wrong, these guys are all smiling and happy, but I guarantee you that every single one is trying to win and embarrass the other one. Yeah. And they're going to do it by just giving everything they got. So it's been great working with them, and like I said again, what you guys are seeing of Trout so far, you're going to see a lot more.
Being in an environment where skill is sharpening skill, what do you think his most improvement is in? Agility, stamina,
Well, you're obviously going to see a little bit of everything. And that I love what I've been seeing lately with his base. His base is a lot stronger, which is great because that only complements all the skill side that he already has. It brings it out of him. And I'm sure this is very common with other boxers. I mean, they might have a flash in the second round or a 4th round, whatever it is. And my question is, why couldn't they have that flash all 10 rounds or 12 rounds, whatever he did? So my job is not necessarily to, in no shape or form, am I bringing a new Trout. All I'm trying to do is that Trout is going to be there every single round. And it comes not just from conditioning, it comes from the power, the agility, the reaction, the stamina, the mindset that he has. And that's why all the little aspects, all the little things that we do here at Plex play such an important role. Competitiveness, getting low, and all those kind of things. And so that's where I've seen the most improvement on it with him is his base. He's gotten so much stronger in that. I mean, I was talking to him, and trust me, it's not about confidence builder, and I'm just stroking the guy. What he was doing with tossing the balls, which is all hips and power and all that, is not what I saw the first day. He did tremendous today. So we're seeing that improvement. Wait till what's going to happen in 4 weeks.
And I got 2 questions that came in, one for Danny and one for Austin. One of them is, Danny Arnold, do you use weights or just resistant bands?
We use a little bit of weights. I probably use it a lot less than your typical, I would say, performance coach or whatever it might be. We're all about duplicating what takes place in your sport. So if it's in the ring, and his thing is to do an uppercut, or his thing is to do a hook, or whatever it is, I got to find ways to duplicate that, add a little resistance to it, and maintain it explosive as it is in the ring. I don't ever try to do something just because it's different. I try to do what the athlete's going to do in that ring, or the boxer's going to do in his ring. I'm going to try to complement his style, whatever works for him, and we just add some resistance. But to answer your question, we do a lot more band work, medicine ball, Swiss ball. What you saw today is really a small portion of what we do every single day, and it keeps on changing and changing and changing. My whole thing is keep on doing what your sport is asking you to do, and that's be explosive, quick, agile, reaction-oriented. Don't do something that's not relevant to the sport.
Right. And for you, Austin, the question was, if you had a magic wand and waved it over the sport of boxing, what would you fix?
Janky judges. Yes, janky judges, janky promoters. But that's the biggest thing. We work hard. This is for a lot of us. This is all we got. We don't have no backup plan. We're fighting to make our backup plan and to put all this work in time and emotion. Like, training camp isn't just a bunch of hard work. There's money that goes into it. There's time that goes into it. I'm aggravated. I'm emotionally drained, mentally drained in camp. I miss my kids. I don't see my family. there's a lot of sacrifice we put into it to go and give your all in the ring and then get jerked because that's not what they wanted to happen. It's almost devastating. So I would say janky judges first and foremost. The promoters, they can be janky if they want, but if you get a fair shake at the end of the day, okay.
And we could have used that magic wand, obviously, in our last fight with the Vera Chavez and Vera fight. And that's a perfect example. And that's the attitude now that we're passing on, to the fighters moving forward, like Trout, is that you're gonna have to knock them out because it's a damn shame that they're putting in all this work, 5 hours a day. I mean, he's eating 5 meals a day. He's doing every single thing by the books, 3 a day. And then 3 people that in reality should be out of the industry are making the judgment call, and it's going to take food away from his kids. It's a shame, but we got to go for knockouts.
Right, Danny, had 2 more questions coming for you. Do you have a boxing background?
No, my boxing background is probably about 2 years old, and it's been primarily with absorbing and being a sponge around the best in the industry. I've been fortunate enough to be alongside Ronnie Shields, so I like to say that I'm on the boxing side we're talking about. I'm learning from one of the best, if not the best, in the industry. But I've been in the industry of building better athletes my whole entire life. I've been here at Plex for 17 years. I probably have over 5,000 professional athletes, everything from, believe it or not, figure skaters all the way to Taekwondo champions to NFL players. And so my background and what I put into play when working with Trout or anybody else for that matter is understanding the body, understanding the recovery, understanding the nutrition side of it, and developing the best program that suits that individual. And so that's why we've been able to have so much success in such 2 years of working with boxing.
Another question came in and said, Danny Arnold, how do you like being called the new Alex Ariza?
I don't know Alex Ariza, so
He was one of Manny Pacquiao's strength and conditioning coaches at one time.
Okay, I mean, if he's a good guy, I'll take that as a compliment, but I don't know him personally.
You didn't call him the new Danny Arnold.
That's all. Is he short and white? Then that's him.
Dan, if there's more boxers that want to come here and train, I mean, can you just walk in and say, hey, I want to be a boxer? Do you have to fill out form? Like, what if more boxers want to come here and train? How do they get here, and what do they have to go through?
Well, I mean, they obviously have to go through, go through our company, Plex, website plex.cc. But I mean, as much as this will hurt business, the truth is this isn't for everybody. Like I said again, when I met Trout, we also, and I'm sure he did, and his people did our due diligence. We did ourselves. What type of individual was this? We've had many boxers that entertain or have tried to entertain to work with us, and no offense, that's not what we deal with. So to answer your question is, I mean, the best thing they can do is inquire with Plex, but at the same time, we're looking for the individuals that you just saw today. They give you 100%, give everything they have to be talented, and put a lot of things on the line. And that's why it's been extremely good working with Trout. And like I said, I'm very thankful to Carla to connecting us. And it's been for me very easy in the sense that now I finally have a person, not finally, excuse me, I have a person that whenever we expect 100%, we get 100%.
Right. Austin, is it ever hard to miss holidays like Thanksgiving when there's good food and good cooking?
It is, man, but like I said, that's part of the sacrifices that I will make to become victorious. It's real hard to miss Thanksgiving too. My mom, she puts it down. So the best thing for me is just to go away. Don't even be in town by Thanksgiving, because I will go and eat. But again, since I've been doing this for so long, in the amateurs, we've been having a lot of tournaments around Thanksgiving and Christmas time. So I've somewhat gotten used to it.
Danny, you mentioned Ronnie Shields. He's working with Lara, you're working with Travis. This is the first time y'all work with opposing fighters?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is this the first time y'all work with opposing fighters?
Yes, out of all the professional fighters that we have here, the only professional fighter I don't work with as far as anything outside of boxing is Lara. And
that's his fault. That's his problem.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
taking advantage of what he's not.
So, like I said again, Ronnie Shields, good close friend of mine and business partner. And it's amazing that I actually kind of what it has done is it's only showed how strong our relationship is. That it's business. I mean, it is kind of unique in the sense that both fighters are coming into the same building. They do cross paths every once in a while. But as you know, as Trout has seen from Ronnie Shields, that is how professional he is. Every single time Ronnie sees Trout, he comes and says hello to him, and I'm sure that the feeling is mutual. And we understand it's a business. And like I said again, I'm not doing something morally and unethical. I'm doing everything that I can. I work for Trout. I am his boy, and I'm going to do every single thing possible for him to become victorious in this fight. And so I'm going to push him. And like I love doing this. I love kind of sneaking up on Ronnie Shields and telling Ronnie, hey, I'm just doing a couple new drills with Trout. I can't tell you what it is. And kind of, but Ronnie's okay. You know, Ronnie's good, and that's what's great working with him. But by no means, I absolutely don't feel that there's any way, shape, or form of conflict of interest because I'm giving 100% to him. I don't have anything to do with Lara as far as on anything really in boxing.
Austin, another question came in. Will you still go back into the mountains for training for this fight also?
In the last few weeks, I'm going to go back up to Ruidoso Mountain, get that elevation work, get that seclusion, extra red blood cells, whatever it is you want.